Hey folks, how are you? Oops, I almost dropped my phone. This is a strange video because I've never shown my rock wall from 1977 when I was in high school. I've never shown the rock wall lit up before. I just got these black light fluorescent lights. You can barely see them, but anyway, here is the rock wall lit up. There you go. I don't know if my thing is right. It's locked. Okay, I'm locked in. Okay, so here's my rock wall. This is all lit up. I've never been able to show the whole thing because it was at my mother's house. Is this backwards to you? If it's backwards, I'll take it the other way around. If it's backwards, let me know. But this is my rock wall lit up. Some of the blue never showed up, like Rush on the very top never really showed up very well. But if this is backwards to anybody, if anyone's watching, just let me know. So I'll turn it around if it isn't. So to you, I know I've only got one person, I've got 21 people watching. This is the garage. Is this backwards, the lettering backwards to you? Just let me know. And I'll flip it if it is. But anyway, this is my rock wall that I built with fluorescent paint on sheetrock when I was in high school. It's not backwards. Okay, thank you, Alex. Alec, I appreciate that. So I've never been able to show the whole thing. We've transferred this from Moncton, New Brunswick, actually Miramichi, New Brunswick. And I just got these fluorescent lights you see down here, and it's never been lit up before it's not been lit up since 1979 when my friend Stephen Kenny brought over a black light. So it's been in the garage this whole time. It's 2.5 sheets of sheetrock. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, even though black light paint has made it sort of a comeback. I actually had the Bay City Rollers Judith on there before, believe it or not. Because I like their emblem so much. And I believe it or not, up until, what is it, dedication, I actually liked the Bay City Rollers. All my friends laughed at me. Yeah, I have ABBA up there, a lot of Canadian. Let me get a little closer to the, like you can see, Heart is starting to fade. You can see the wear and tear, like Wings. There was a bed across there. So Zeppelin is there, Prism, a Canadian band, Backman Turner Overdrive, Boston. I did that a little too fast. Sweet, the blue, I don't know why I used the blue because it doesn't show up. Prism, Pablo Cruz turned out a little good. I don't want to stand in the shadow. Queen, not bad. 10cc, that was not theirs. Bond is a Canadian band. John Rolls of the band just passed away. Trooper, Canadian band. Eagles from one of these nights, their logo. The bird in Chicago is starting to fade. Crosby, Stills and Nash, that was not their logo. Dr. Hook, that was their logo. The Beatles, it was not their logo. Supertramp, I made that up. You can't, and again, a lot of the blues don't show up. Firefall, Nazareth, hometown band, Canadian band. I never did finish, as you can see, I never finished the Doobie Brothers because I graduated high school and I left. Pink Floyd, by the way, these two boards aren't aligned, so it should be one, we had to take off the bottom of one. But ELO turned out okay. Pink Floyd, I just made that up. Klaatu, that is their logo. Commodores, those colors just don't work. I don't know why I did that. Fleetwood Mac, that's from the White Album, the 75 self-titled album with Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks coming into the fold. Garfield, I really like that logo because they're a Canadian band. Actually, Garfield French is the guy's name. He's Canadian. The Bee Gees from Main Course. I think they started using it on Main Course. There's Kiss, Aerosmith. From Rocks, Stan Peters, big Canadian band. There was a Canadian band called Shooter, and I thought, I can't have that. This is in my garage. As soon as you open the garage, you see this gun. You see that it's like a Tommy gun. So I had to get rid of it. Lighthouse is not finished. Kansas is not finished. The Hollies. Foreigner is finished. But yeah, Kansas is not. Thin Lizzy down there. Bread. That was Parliament because my friend Jody, I think, was getting into Funkadelic Parliament stuff. Status Quo, or in North America, Status Quo. But anyway, there you go. That's my wall. That's what I wasn't getting any in high school. I was doing my rock wall. But this thing has not been lit up since 1979, and it's been in my mother's house this entire time, and my mother is 87, and she told me, John, if you're moving back to Calgary, you should bring your wall with you. So the movers agreed to take it with them, We were going to put it in the basement, but it doesn't fit. That's 2.5 sheets of sheetrock. One there, and a half a sheet there. That's why that one's not aligned, because it's not actually on the wall. It's just leaning against the wall. So there you go. That's what I did in high school. I did this wall. I was very, very happy with it, except I don't know why I didn't figure out that April wine, the white would not come. That's one of the ones that stands out in when the lights are on, but that's white, and that fluorescent, that doesn't work with fluorescent paint. So I'm gonna redo that one, and I am gonna finish this. I'm gonna fix up Heart from Dreamboat Annie. I'm gonna fix America's a Little Crooked. I'm gonna fix that. Firefall turned out okay. I really like Nazareth, but it started with April Wine. And from April Wine, I went to Chicago, to Trooper, to Nazareth. I'm pretty sure Pablo Cruz, Backman Turner Overdrive, Prism. I like the Starbucks logo. I just interviewed Bruce Blackman of Starbucks. Jefferson Starship from the Red Octopus album. Did that. And I didn't trace anything. It was just done freehand and with math. I've decided to do it with math. Let me just hold this up here so it's not going to be really, really crooked. So it's like 79 again. Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to read some of your comments. Let me just bring it here so you can see what I've done here. That's better. John, you're my age, exact same taste back then. Well, a lot of Canadian content, right? So I've been grappling with possibly changing like Lynx, a small Canadian band. Douglas Struthers, yeah, Captain Fantastic would look good up there. The thing is, these are all bands, right? Like Elton John was my favorite artist, and he's not on there because he's not a band. So I decided to use band logos. I'm not sure why I decided that, but that's kind of what I did. Thanks, Chris, I appreciate that. Judith, just beautiful. Well, you know, I was debating whether to take it, then I realized if someone buys my mother's house, they're going to be taking selfies in front of my rock wall. So this started in 77. Basically, all the logos were on there by, I think, about 77. That's why Toto's not on there. And by then, it was a little too late. So I'm already taking on the bottom left-hand side, you can see right beside the silver tractors, there's like Foster Child's way too big because they were not a big Canadian band, but I really liked the logo. And I was getting tired. Justin Eve, there's no artists on here. It's all bands. Every one of them are bands. Rabbit. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of feedback from people thinking, why isn't Elton John on there? That's the biggest one because everyone knows that I'm such a big Elton John fan. Anthony, you're totally cool, John. I dig it, love the colors. It's very psychedelic. It's very, very 80s, right? I mean, think about it. Sorry if the camera's moving, but I'm on top of Shannon's SUV here in the garage. Yeah, Dr. Hook, Alec, yeah. So I'm glad you like it, you know. Yeah, with the ABBA thing, no. The Captain and Tennille thing, a little bit more so, even though I love Captain and Tennille. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't embarrassed by it. My friends would give me hell for liking Tony Tennille and the Captain. Let me just move this a little bit more. They would sort of give me hell for liking those bands, but I didn't care. I loved ABBA, just loved ABBA. And Captain and Tennille not as much, but ABBA I was a huge fan. I mean, even their last two albums before the comeback, a couple of years ago. The last two albums I didn't really like, but I loved everything they did. But again, this is a Canadian kid, remember. If you're looking at this wall, this is a Canadian kid growing up in Miramichi, Northeast New Brunswick, putting a lot of Canadian content on there, right? And back then with Backman Turner Overdrive, which is just underneath Boston on the top right hand, I knew obviously Backman Turner Overdrive were Canadian, but I didn't differentiate those guys. Oh, thank you. Who gave me the super chat? That's very nice of you. The Saline 786. Because you have my favorite band on your wall, the Doobie Brothers, we will see Tommy back on stage in September. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Tom Johnson coming back. Again, that's the logo from Taking It to the Streets. And I'm going to finish it because thank you for your donation. That was very kind of you. But let me just show you here. Sorry if I'm standing in my own shadow. Oh, the lights just came on because I'm walking around. See, I didn't finish it right there. So it's not as bright now because the garage light just came on. See, there's Shannon's car. There you can see me now. But I just got the black light painted, the black light lights today. And I just wanted to show you, we've got a whole video of us, my brother Charles, my friend Stephen Kenny, and I taking it down from New Brunswick. It was kind of an arduous task. Oh, Justiny, thank you so much. Appreciate it. So there's my wall. That's kind of what I did in high school when I was not studying and I was not an academic in school. I don't know about you guys, but man, I was not that kid. So there you go. Hold on a second. Let me press on that. Oh, thank you. Thank you, the Saline 786. Yep. Press that again. Appreciate it. And Justine, thank you. So it's hot as heck in this garage. It's insanely hot. It's hot everywhere I know, and the light has come on in the garage, so you can't see it as well right now. But the black light paint, and I think the garage light stays on. Silver Bullet Band up there? No. Steve Miller Band? No, because I looked at Steve Miller as being Steve Miller back then. No, Jethro Tull was not there. I was going to put them on and take some Canadian content out. And I still might, because the black of the poster is, by the way, and you're going to laugh at this, the black is all marker. That's why Shooter over there, right there, looks like Hooter, because I didn't want my neighbors to come by and see because it's hence the name Shooter. It's a Tommy gun. I've used black marker to erase some because I didn't want my neighbors to think I have something called Shooter in my garage, because this is in my garage and it's really, really hot right now. So I appreciate you, Hotter Than Hell, yeah, Kiss, right in the middle. There's reasons why the Doobie Brothers were on top, because they were one of my favorite bands. Aerosmith is there. Aerosmith is right underneath Kiss. Right, okay, no, go right there, right there. That's Aerosmith right there. Kiss is on top. I love the Bee Gees live album. Oh yeah, so did I. Very, very much so. It's kind of like thinking of Alan Rickman, the actor, being dead. I was just telling Shannon today, I said, I don't know why, but it's almost like Alan Rickman's not allowed to be dead. I don't know what it is about Alan Rickman. The Bee Gees are another thing. When you got Barry's alive, Robin and Maurice are dead, and it's weird to even think about that. Boston looks good, thank you for that, but Douglas, but it's not quite, it was on, see, you have to understand, this is the top of my wall, so I had to get on my bed, move my bed to do Boston. So it turned out okay, I don't know. I've got to repaint it in there. See, Backman Turner Overdrive turned out okay, Sweet from Desolation Boulevard, Prism from all their Prism albums. Wild Cherry, I was never a fan of Wild Cherry. I was running out of bands to put up. I think that's one of the reasons. Zeppelin, that's not their logo, but I did my own. So there you go, there's my wall. Lighthouse, I'm gonna finish, like I said to you guys earlier. The Hollies, Kansas, Lighthouse. I'm taking Shooter out of this because my neighbors are gonna think I'm crazy with having Shooter on my wall, because people have already noticed in the neighborhood that I have this wall, because in the daytime it really glows as well. For whatever reason, black light paint still expresses itself. It is bright, not as bright as this, because here's the lights I bought, see? So they're looking in my window, and these are new neighbors because I've just moved here. Klaatu turned out quite well. But there's War, and those dark blue colors don't show up in black light. I'm not sure why I spent money on it. And white does not turn. The Silver Tractors, which was Murray McLaughlin's backup band, April Wine, you can see it a little bit better now. I'm gonna have to change the white to something else. And purples also don't show up. Wild Cherry, see, oh, there, it just came off again, the light. There, you get a better look at it. Hold on, let me just go back before. But this wall got a reputation in high school. It had a oops, sorry, let me flip that back. This wall did, it did help my rock and roll creds So there you go. Love the Zeppelin one. Thank you. I just made that up. I was becoming a Led Zeppelin fan. And this is an amalgamation of everything I liked in high school, really, because with the exception of some bands, no, The Who was not on there. No. But that's, you know, there's always a fear of putting a whole bunch of copyrighted logos on YouTube, because the Little River Band, the one that's posing as the Little River Band, gave me a copyright strike. My first ever copyright strike and 10 years as a channel, because they weren't happy with me interviewing Graham Goble, Beat Birtles, and Glenn Shorrock, the three original voices. And so instead of asking me to take it down, they gave me a copyright strike on a banner that was just a banner on a short video. And that's probably one of the dirtiest things someone's ever done to me. The current version of the Little River Band. So it spooked me out a little bit for them doing that. You know, I don't know why they would do that to me, but they did. Obviously, they don't like my reporting and the fact that they're not the real Little River Band. And so they did that. So there you go. I'm gonna come into the house because I'm really hot in here. Hope that's okay, guys. But there you go. There's, oh, the light came on again. I'm gonna turn this off. Whew. Holy snapping turtles.
Hot in there?
It's hot, I'm still on. Oh my God, it's hot. So anyway, I'm just hanging out. I'm just hanging out here and just want to be in front of there. Thanks for indulging me. There's the Saline 786 says, hi Shannon. I can't see you, it's okay.
Hi.
Yeah, rock and roll women, a copyright strike with no notice is nasty. Jackson Browne did it to me. Really? Yeah, you know what? It's harmless, but when Little River Band did that, the people who own the name now, I'm going, just ask me to take it down. Come on, you gave me a copyright strike? I haven't had one in 10 years. I've never had one, but they did that to me. So thanks for sharing lots of memories. Thanks, Douglas. I appreciate it. Thanks everyone who came on. My head's really big on here. What the hell? But anyway, thanks for everyone. I'm going to bow out. I've got to go do some more editing. You know what? I'm looking at this. And I'm going, I don't even know how to turn this off. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to come over here and sit down. I'm so hot from being in that garage. Shannon, it was crazy in there. I don't know how to turn this off. What's going on here? It's got to be a button. This is the new revised version of. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Let me see if I can turn it around. There's my house. Hold on. Pin? No. Why is this so different now? This is get him a beer. No kidding, eh? Hold on. Where's the button? I've not done this one before. Oh, I'm going to stop streaming. There it is. I found it. Okay, guys. Thanks for indulging me. Love you guys and take good care. I'm going to editing. We're editing Chris Thompson of the Manfred Mann Earth Band, and we're also editing Caleb Quay. We're editing Bruce Blackman of Starbuck. We're editing the guys from Sniff and the Tear and a lot more. Take care. Bye. John Bowden.